All right. Good morning, everyone. Hey, this is Daybreak Live with Krissi. I'm Krissi with Positively Osceola, and today we have a very special guest who I am so excited for you to be here. Everyone, this is Marilyn Cortez-Lavato. She's a director of visual arts at Osceola Arts, and she's here to share with you what's going on in the arts in Osceola. So, Marilyn, thank you so much for being here today.
Oh, thank you as always for having me, Chrissy. And we're so excited to showcase all the happenings of Osceola Arts in Kissimmee.
Oh my gosh, absolutely. And I'm so excited for you to share them because this is not something that people get to see every single day. And I think it's wonderful that all of your works are free and open to the public. Is that right?
Yes, everything visual arts is free and open to the public during our scheduled hours and on the weekends during our productions. So it's always good to check the schedule to see what's going on site. But we have a ton of stuff going on for Hispanic Heritage Month and on site and off site in visual arts. So I'm excited to talk about it.
Yay! Okay, good. Well, let's make it official. Let's get this video going and we'll start chatting about it. So here we go,
Uh-oh.
everybody.
There we go.
Yay! It's official. We've made it official. Hey, good morning, everyone. And since we've made it official, again, my name is Krissi with Positively Osceola, and today we have Marilyn Cortez-Lavato here. She's the director of visual arts for Osceola Arts, and we are so excited that you're here. So again, thank you for joining us.
Yay!
Yay, here we go. All right. So first of all, tell us a little bit about yourself and what's going on in the arts in Osceola.
Well, my name is Marilyn Cortez-Lavato. I'm the visual arts director at Osceola Arts, and I'm in charge of basically running all things visual arts at the center. I organize exhibits. I organize artists to exhibit in the Osceola County libraries and Kissimmee City Hall. I'm in charge of art in public places and as well as the murals program. So I'm a busy lady.
Oh my gosh, yes, absolutely. And what I wanted to ask you was just like, how did you get into the arts? How did this become something that you were starting to do, and how did you fall in love with it? What's your story?
Okay, well, I'm originally from Chicago, and I basically, my family is originally from Mexico, so I'm first generation, and I grew up in the inner city in Chicago, but was always in Chicago. I had a connection to the arts, was always, whether it's through school district, going on field trips to museums, and there was always that in me, that interest in the arts. And so throughout my youth, I was always focused, whether it was on a personal effort of creating art. And then in college and graduate school, I focused on basically whether it was graphic design or then eventually working at the Art Institute in Chicago. And an internship, I was introduced to museum administration. So I became very engaged and just totally in love with all aspects of gallery work, managing collections, just working with promoting the arts to the community. So that is pretty much how I started out in the, I want to say, the art industry, as an artist first, and then as also I have background in teaching art too, pre-K through 8. So I pretty much have come full circle in the arts coming here to Florida, because the Art Center, Osceola Arts, not only exhibits art in their galleries, but we also have theater. We also have art classes for kids, theater classes. We have things for older adult learners, art classes. We have youth orchestra. and rock band for kids. So there's so many things going on at the center that I really have come full circle here in Florida with art programming. It's really been
Wow.
a wonderful experience.
That is so neat. Oh my gosh, you sound like a very well-rounded individual, so that's wonderful. I would love to hear a little bit about some of the exhibitions that are going on for Hispanic Heritage Month. The first one that I want to just learn more about is diaspora. Let me see if I can get this visual up so everyone can see. Okay, here we go. So tell us a little bit about diaspora.
Okay, well, every year we're in our 13th year for exhibiting for Hispanic Heritage Month, celebrating Hispanic artists and culture. Uh, the title for this show is called Diaspora, which is an old word that deals with people who are moving away from their homelands, be it because of political struggle or financial or economic, or just looking for new places to live. And so the word diaspora is an old term, but it's being used throughout for cultures migrating to other parts of the world. And so I thought it was appropriate for this year. And it's not a topic that all the artists are creating art that has to deal with that theme. I always encourage artists to show their creativity, what they do best. So it's not a theme show, outside of the fact that it is a show of 55 local Latinx Hispanic artists exhibiting their work in two of our galleries. And it's just a wonderful opportunity to showcase the talent that is in our community.
That is wonderful. So
Yeah.
seeing seeing all of these different artists, are these all local artists in Osceola?
No. We have, well, my effort for Osceola Arts has been to showcase Florida artists. We have enough talent right here in our state that, we never have a timeline where we have empty galleries, because there's always so many artists, not just Hispanic, but, all types of artists. But because of celebration of the Hispanic Heritage Month, I always reach out to local artists. So I have artists all the way from Miami to Jacksonville exhibiting. They come, they bring their work. We have a wonderful celebration, a reception, which Positively Osceola was there for that event. And it's always so well received by the community. And the works can be anything from sculpture to painting to illustration, photography, printmaking, all different media. So it's really a wonderful opportunity to see what artists are doing right now. Some are thematic about their culture, some are abstract, which means they're not necessarily thematic to a timeline, of historical timeline or what's going on today. They're abstractions perhaps of a theme. So or they're very connected to their personal history as people. So there's all different themes going on in the gallery for this show.
That is so neat. I appreciate the culture that's behind every piece of artwork that I've seen.
Yes.
I would love to share one of the videos that you have. Let me see, the Hispanic DNA.
Oh, yes. So we have two other exhibits going on in on site. So we have Hispanic DNA. It is a group of artists originally from Miami, and they are called the Ambassadors of the Arts, Embajadores del Arte. And the Ambassadors of the Arts are basically artists from Colombia, Venezuela, Dominican Republic, Costa Rica, Peru. And so these artists are exhibiting throughout Florida, not just locally here in Osceola County, and they have exhibits all over. And their goal is basically, they're an art collective of 32 artists that are gathered around a shared ideology and common goal of promoting peace and love through the arts, and of all kinds, whether it's through painting, illustration, sculpture, photography, even the performing arts. So these artists are all Latin America, originally from Latin America. And so they have been exhibiting not only actually in Florida, but they also are exhibiting in South America, and they are definitely about disseminating and promoting an artistic vision that basically is about what their experiences are, both locally and internationally, and their values again are about love and peace and creativity. So this group has several of the artists, and the founder of this group, Maria Elena Elvira. She is the founder of the group. She has been working hard to promote this group, and some of them are emerging artists, some of them are established. So you have different levels of artistry in this exhibit, as in all the exhibits on site. It's not just professional artists; it's young and old. We have 19-year-olds, we have 80-year-olds exhibiting on site. Some of them are just kind of starting to scratch the surface of what their art is about. Others have, really found their focus and have been, really, their concentration is quite strong. And so what I love about exhibiting these artists is they're all happy to exhibit together. And that's important. That's what community is about. So basically this group is also, we're going to try to schedule them for next year at Kissimmee City Hall. I think they have a wonderful organization. You can find them on Facebook in Embajadores del Arte, which means ambassadors of the arts. So we can go on to the next one, which is Mi Tierra, which is in the Studio Gallery. Now remember, all these exhibits are free, so you can just show up, come in, enjoy the art.
Okay, let's see what our video looks like for you.
All right, so Mi Tierra, which is called Motherland, is created. This artwork is created by local artist. He lives in Kissimmee, Carlos Rafael Vega. He's originally from Cuba. He was born in Havana, Cuba. His work is inspired by the Havana people. His people. Vega's paintings have a surrealist style, kind of like a Dali style, Salvador Dali, in which he melts the landscape of his native city with the characters that inhabit them. This movement, which appears as if it will dissipate if we watch for a few more seconds, shapes the physicality and the imagination of the transparent performers the city intends to keep on display. Carlos explains that his people of Cuba are experiencing exceptional moments for the first time in 62 years. They take to the streets demanding freedom. His art is dedicated to all the brave Cuban community who are constantly confronting the longest-lived political and economic struggle in this hemisphere. So he's very emotional, and he is literally a stone's throw from the center. And we don't realize how many people have come not only to Florida, but to the United States, trying to find a better life, to bring their kids here, just like my family did, to have a better life, to give their children a better opportunity, to live a better life. And also, all this work is free to our community to see, but he's also being represented in New York. In fact, this piece that is on this flyer here is actually just sold in New York in a gallery. So he is actually becoming very nationally renowned. His work is sought after. And, I think it's very important for Osceola Arts to provide a platform for artists to showcase their art for free. We don't charge the artists to display their work. We don't even take commission on works for sale. So, which is unheard of in the gallery district. You don't, we're fortunate that we can do that because we have so many other activities going on at the center. So the artists are at the center at no cost to them. So that's a really wonderful opportunity that we provide. So now what do we do next? What's the next thing we're going to showcase?
I want to talk about Hispanic Heritage Month art exhibition. Well, I guess it's up to you which one, but
do we want to do the libraries? How about we do
libraries?
Okay, so right now at the Hart Memorial Library, we have a celebration of Hispanic History Month with artists. I want to name them. We have exhibiting artists Jenicel Bolanos, Patricia Cavazos, Geraldo de Simon, Wendy Escobar, and Dewey Goliath, J.J. Gonzalez Acosta, Janet Monsalvo, Iris Mora, Ulysses Mora, and Alberto Quintero, Cristian Ramos, Shadow Rush, all these people, all these artists, which are local in Central Florida, are on display at the Hart Memorial Library. And they are being promoted by Cabetcal, Casa de Artes, which is a new organization that has been started up by Beatriz Andrekovich, who is out of Lake Mary, but she is all over Central Florida, bringing the arts to a lot of different art organizations, not only in Orlando, but Lake Mary, in Seminole County, in Osceola County. So we applaud her for showcasing so many artists as well. And we have been working together to get artists at the Hart Memorial Library for Hispanic Heritage Month. And one thing I always want to say is the libraries aren't only for books anymore. You can go in there and have a meeting. You can go on their computers. They have different spaces where you can do gaming. You can learn about. They even have a couple 3D printers in there that you can sign out and participate. So they have lots of things going on at the Hart Memorial. And in fact, they even have performing arts there this past weekend. They had some wonderful performing artists doing flamenco and different culturally specific dances from South America, and showcasing artists. And so it's really a wonderful platform, even for the libraries to showcase. And not just the Hart does this, the Hart Memorial. You can go to BBL to get some other activities. And all the different libraries in Osceola County have other activities, whether it's storytelling for kids. So lots of shout out to the libraries in Osceola County. They do a lot for the community. So just don't go out there to sign a book out. You can just go there to see what else is going on. Go to their websites. Also, we have an exhibit by Toho High School. Lake Toho Picalaga High School has an exhibit created by art teacher Matt Schaefer. He is a ceramic teacher, and I don't know if you have that flyer. And his work is on display along with his art students, his high school art students, and they are showcasing ceramic work. Now, Matt Schaefer is not only an art teacher, which that in of itself is a major work of art, but also he is an established artist and he's a former professor of 3D art at Santa Fe College in Gainesville, Florida. His teaching philosophy involves a mixture of nuts and bolts fundamentals of art appreciation and risk-taking in a personal aesthetic. He's so incredibly proud of his students. He's always excited to share their work. And so there's work on display at the Hart Memorial through November 10th. Well, our exhibits for Hispanic Heritage Month also run, I believe, through November 10th there. And you can also our exhibits at Osceola Arts run through November 5th. I forgot to say that. So really wonderful opportunities to see art for free. Get some culture. Also, we have Buenaventura Lakes Branch Library in Kissimmee is presenting local artist Joshua Hayes. And he is originally from Yonkers, New York. Hayes moved to Kissimmee at a young age with his grandmother, and it's been home ever since. He paints, he says by painting, he learns there's a sense of freedom and hope when he creates. Each painting helps him value himself, others, and who we all see as creators. He quotes, "My paintings are a place of peace of mind for me. I call each one of them a piece," as in P-E-A-C-E, peace. For that reason, his connection to each piece results in energy, joy, excitement, hope, and a sense of healing. One of his hopes is that the viewers of his art experiences the solace that he experiences in his work. Works by Josh Hayes are on display at Buenaventura Lakes Library until November 30th. They have a wonderful display case. They're right at the entrance. And again, they also have other activities, other art groups that meet there. So there's a ton of things going on in the Osceola County Library. So definitely go check that out. So next, how about we talk about what's going on in Kissimmee City Hall for Hispanic Heritage Month?
Okay.
So through November 5th at Kissimmee City Hall, we have exhibits of artists on all 5 floors at City Hall, free and open to the public. We have Veronica Garcia, Mauricio Murillo, also known in Orlando as Crummy Gummy, and we have Maricela Rodriguez, Michelle Irizarry, and Jen Nicelle Bolanos. All these artists have also exhibited at Osceola Arts, and the City of Kissimmee Commission celebrates the lives and cultures of the Hispanic Latinx community residing in our city and all of Central Florida. So Melissa Zayas Moreno, the person who also assists with shout out to her. She's amazing. She helps me with getting those artists on site, assisting with installation there. She's the public affairs person there. She's a wonderful person who always is happy to assist with getting the artists on display, and not just for Hispanic Heritage Month. They exhibit throughout the year. In fact, our next exhibit at the City Hall in starting November 10th through December 10th will be the Osceola County High School art teachers will be on display. We'll have about 68 high school art teachers exhibiting their own. They'll be exhibiting their own art to showcase their creativity, just like Matt at the Hart Memorial Library. I want to showcase what the talent we have in the Osceola County School District. So it's important to applaud those art teachers. They work so hard to bring the arts to the Osceola County School District students. And I think it's important to showcase their talent as well. So There you have it. We have all of these things going on just here in Osceola County, in the libraries, at City Hall, in art and public places, and also on site at Osceola Arts. So if you want to find out more about what's going on at Osceola Arts and also in art and public places, go to osceolaarts.org. If you want to connect to me directly, you can contact me at Marilyn at osceolaarts.org.
That's wonderful. You have shared such amazing information, and I know that people are going to come out and see all this because, I mean, you can't help but enjoy it with all the bright colors and the significance and the history behind it. So I'm so excited to see it, and I know other people are too. So thank you for sharing that with us.
Yes. Also, just don't forget, we have our upcoming show, which are actually, they're working on auditions right now at Osceola Arts for Plaid Tidings. So Plaid Tidings will be the next show on site starting December 3rd through December 19th. Tickets are on sale already. You can go to our website to check out all the theater activity going on throughout the year. Also, we have youth theater and teen theater coming up in the studio theater, which is where we're going to have Sweeney Todd, and I believe Dracula will be on site with our youth programming for theater, and those tickets are for sale as well. And we have homeschool on site. We have rock band. So there's so many activities going on. Adult classes for ceramics, clay class, after school programs at the center. So definitely go to osceolaarts.org and check out all the wonderful activities that you can be a part of.
That's so great. I didn't know that there were so many things available for people who want to get into the arts. So let me ask you 2 questions. Number 1, if you were to be speaking to a young person who wanted to start somewhere in the arts, what advice would you give them?
Well, of course, always follow your passion. Here in Florida, there are a lot of galleries that are open to exhibiting young work in Orlando, in Seminole County, Orange County, Osceola County. So you're right here in Central Florida. There are a lot of activities. You know, Osceola Arts is a wonderful starting point for a lot of young people. And also there are so many, also look into juried art shows that are local. There are fees, small fees that to participate, but I think it's very important. You know, our school district has so many wonderful teachers that are pushing these young art students forward. And we have great teachers that will help kids find opportunities outside uh, the district. And yeah, definitely go online and look under art exhibit, art exhibits for young artists local. Just Google that, and you can find juried art exhibits and opportunities to showcase. Always, if anyone's interested in finding out more opportunities for solo shows at Osceola Arts, they can contact me at marilyn@osceolaarts.org. Also, Art in Public Places provides a platform for a lot of young artists as well that are emerging. But we also have professional artists exhibiting in our Art in Public Places, because it's important for all artists to get that opportunity.
Yeah, absolutely. You have to start somewhere. Okay,
Yeah.
and then my last question is just for funsies, but if you could view, or if you could only view one artist's work for the rest of your life, who would it be and why?
Oh, that's a tough question. I'm always, oh, I don't even know how to answer that. I am definitely into the artists who really are connected to their spirit. So, you know, most artists are, you know, they want to showcase what's going on uh, within the bigger picture of the world today. But gosh, I can't answer that, because I love all things arts. And, you know, as an artist myself, in a past life, I my work was always very much about what was going on inside my personal spirit, what I needed. It was very therapeutic. And I think artists need to showcase that spirit with, you know, real art comes from the soul. And I think anyone who connects to art will understand that. And good art really hits home. And art, and people connect to that kind of art when artists are really showcasing what's going on in their spirit, what's going on, what's connecting on a personal level. It's so important. I think artists really need to make that effort. You know, there are a lot of artists who want to showcase, you know, what's popular, but really it's important to talk about yourself, to dig deep what is going on within you, to really showcase that, to showcase that with it, what is you. I get tongue tied, because it's so important for each individual artist to find that voice, to find that personal voice, not what other people are doing, but what affects you emotionally. And that is what really is profound art, when artists can really visually connect to their spirit.
I think that that's beautiful, and that's a fair answer because it's all about what you're taking in personally and what you're
Yes.
giving. So I
Yes.
agree with that. Well, thank you again so much for joining us today, Marilyn. We've really enjoyed learning all about a Hispanic Heritage Month and what's going on in the arts in Osceola. And we know you're a team of one, so thank you for taking the time out and just chatting with us today and sharing everything.
Oh, it was my pleasure. And thank you again so much for showcasing Osceola Arts. It's so important for the people to know what's going on in their community.
I agree. I agree. So thank you again for joining us, and we'll see you again soon, and good luck at all of your wonderful exhibitions that's happening right now through November. So thank you again.
Thank you, Chrissy. You have a
Have a
great
great
day.
day.
Bye.